right?
This meeting is being recorded.
So as things start to flood through, it's almost like they're waiting, like all this energy is just waiting for you to say, okay, oh, and push. And so we have had a month of intense energies in October. There has been a huge amount of energy with the new moon, the full moon, the eclipses, like everything happening. And that is going to bring excess energy into your body. So you're just integrating, I think, right now, and be gentle with yourself. And I know it sucks when you've got little ones, because you're like, oh, come on, they slept last night, give me some sleep, right?
Yeah, really.
Take an afternoon nap as you need, and that's something I would never do before, but I'm learning that if I'm tired, there's a reason why I'm tired, and I need to 10 minutes, that's all, 10 minutes cat nap, right? But yeah. Go ahead if anyone has anything to add to that.
I would like to share something with you, Lane.
Okay.
You have a very busy day with your little people and everything. So this is just my take on it, my opinion. Universe is getting your attention because they want you to be with them. So when you do wake up, grab your journal or just go and sit and meditate for 5 or 10 minutes. Ask what they want you to know. Because through your hectic day, and I don't know what your day really entails, but I'm pretty sure I see your little people coming in and out a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we have her all to ourselves now. Let's wake her up so she can hear what we have to say.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
perfect.
That's kind of what I got out of that. So you choose
to
or choose not to.
And I also do it through the night. Like if I'm woken up multiple times, it's like, okay, guys, I really need some sleep. So what do you got? Go. And then I'm going back to sleep. And usually I write it down so that it's not like
that is such a huge point, that's the point where you're quiet enough for the messages to come through too, right? Because of all the distractions during the day. That's awesome, Kelly. Thank you. Yeah,
thank you very much.
Okay, Delmaine, how are you doing?
All right. So I definitely have felt some more gathering and the energy and everything like that. Unfortunately, the last couple days, I've just been so lazy and had taken afternoon naps and been just a little out of sorts. But I think I'm coming back because I said, okay, enough is enough. Now that I've been lazy for 2 days, I do have a busy 2 months ahead of me that I've got to really get underway and added more things to my plate, but that's okay because that's what I need to do. But yeah, the course has been fantastic. So I'm finding the energy much greater and much more. It's actually organizing me. With the exception of the last 2 days, I've really noticed a huge difference. So it's definitely been a positive direction. And like things are coming, so I got to get ready. Yeah.
Same message, right? Like take that time as you need it.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate because I can. Like if I had any other place that I live where it was just me, I think it would be different. I might be able to spend more time doing things that I need to do for this, but like I'm not getting to the bookwork very much, but I am getting to some of it. But I think I would be bored almost. Like I'm ADHD. Like I've got to be doing something most of the time, with the exception of the last 2 days where I've just been a lazy bum. And that's okay because I needed to do that, I think. But I'm ready for whatever it's gonna entail. And it's already started, right? So it's happening.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Who wants wants to share. Thanks, Delmine. Good to hear. Anybody else want to jump in?
I will.
Aha, perfect.
I've done nothing. This is for whatever reason, I was so excited that I mean, I would get the 5-minute warning in my head, like when it was in when we were in the UK. I mean, I didn't miss anything, and yet I was busy. And then I came home, and the chaos started, and it was just like every time that we were supposed to meet, there was something else that was there, and I was like, okay, so there's going to be something to take away from this, and I see the recordings come through, and I'm going to make time for them. I'm going to make time for them, and I struggled even today because I'm like, the course is half over and I've done nothing, but here I am. And everything that is being talked about today is exactly where I'm at. So I always have that faith, I guess, that things are there when you need them. So I'm excited to fill in the blanks behind. But 10 a.m. today was available, and I made the decision, I guess last week, that this was going to take the priority, and so the schedule cleared. And yeah, it's so again, just showing that, I guess control and the ability to influence, whatever we're prioritizing in that moment. I needed to, we as in my family, we needed the income, so a job came along. It was fun, challenging, terrible all at the same time. I got my, I guess, 21 days in, not quite. And then I needed out of that, so that job ended. But it filled some of the financial cup. My husband hasn't worked since the end of March, so this year was an extremely expensive year with a month in Denmark and 2 weeks in the UK and all of the other things that go along with it. So yeah, it's been interesting. It's been nice to step back and evaluate it from the outside looking in, and trying to figure out how to prioritize the things that I really want to prioritize, and making that decision to do so, and not beating myself up about not being able to do it from start to finish and do all the things and be part of all of the discussions. But yeah, I'm here today, and we'll start from here and see where it goes.
That's a great attitude. Just you're here. This is great. Like, perfect. What took you to the UK and Denmark?
Denmark was my year 2 osteopathy practicals for my equine and canine diploma program. So I'm working on completing the externship, the practical portions back home with that. And the UK was, my stepdaughter wanted to take a course at Cambridge, and her father didn't want her going on her own. So I packed up my little dude, and we hopped on a plane. We dropped her off at Cambridge, and we toured the UK for 2 weeks. So we had an absolute blast. We made it, I called it the TV tour. We went to Bamberg Castle, so anybody that's familiar with the Lost Kingdom and Uhtred and all of the Viking history, we went there. We hung out there for the day, which is amazing. Hunter got to play in the sea, which is the first time he's had the opportunity to do that, so that was amazing to watch him go through that. And we went to Stonehenge, which was really cool. We went down to Poole. We saw the English Channel. We got to play in the sea there. What else did we do? We went to a Wrexham football game. So anybody that follows the Welcome to Wrexham, Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhaney journey, we got to sit in the stands and watch the football game. So we were pretty pumped about that. We went to Jeremy Clarkson's Diddley Squat Farm Shop, for anybody that's a Top Gear fan. So we had a car and all the time in the world. So we put over 2,700 miles on the car. I hit every level of UK driving I think that there is out there. I parallel parked on the wrong side of the road with my right-hand drive car. Drove at night. That was an experience. But yeah, I also got to go to the Greyfriars Hydrotherapy Center, who I've done canine hydrotherapy training with. So I got to visit their main facility there. And then I spent 2 days working on horses and dogs in the countryside. So yeah, you kind of got to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then, I mean, just the history and the culture and the experience. We spent our last day in London. My little dude, just all he wanted to do was see London Bridge. So, I mean, his world is now complete. He got to see the London Bridge, drive across the London Bridge, stand by the London Bridge. So he was, yeah, it was an amazing trip. He is addicted to travel, which just warms my heart because I am as well. So I get to drag him all over the world now. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then we were, when I attended the intro meeting that one day, I was sitting beside the golf green while he was golfing. So we did quite a few little golf stops. We played 18 holes in the local community where we were staying, and that's his very first 18 holes. So he was pretty excited about that. He's got an attention span way bigger than mine. I think I was probably 15 or 16 before 18 holes was appealing to me. He's 7, 6 at the time. He just turned 7. But we made it to a bunch of driving ranges, and yeah, it was a trip that will not soon be forgotten. That's for sure.
Well, and you can see that, like, did you guys see her energy just like whoosh as you started talking about it? So, and compare that to your Denmark trip, which was more work related, but you were a little more serious and more in your work mode when you talked about that. So perhaps you needed to be there. Like, I mean, not perhaps, but you did need to be there. You needed that play in your life. And perhaps you need a little more play in your life.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. It's trying to find that balance. And Hunter didn't want to come home. And, you know, part of that, I think, is because, you know, we had 15 days of just him and I and a blank palette. And, you know, we'd get back to our Airbnb that night and be like, what do you want to do tomorrow? And of course, everybody in Canada was sleeping. So you didn't get, you know, it was so exclusive, which was so nice. I mean, it was a really good bonding time for us, because a lot of what we do here is very, very structured and very, you know, appointment based, I guess. You know, you've got school and you've got, you know, all the things that have to happen
Right.
as an obligation rather than as a choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're glad you're here, Lindsay. I'm so happy for you. And I think everything works out the way it's supposed to, right? So
have to trust the process.
That's right.
Let that control freak side of me go.
Right? All that structure, more flow. We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Feminine, masculine, right? So feminine energy was your trip to the UK. Masculine is at home. Do.
Maybe that's why I like to travel so much, because when
Right?
I travel, it's like I can leave. Even when I go on vacation, I have to be out of the country, because if I'm in the country, something will come up and it will pull me away. It's been like that for years.
Well, so. And that's what Jen was talking about. It's like what's pulling you away from your focus. Yeah. Good observations. Hey. Okay. Kelly, how are you doing?
About the same as everybody else. And it's I listening to everybody, and they're all beating each other up, beating themselves up, and it's like, oh, I'm this and I'm that. And it's like, yeah, I totally can relate. And it's just, I think when we're at that stage, we have to just stop and pause and be kind to ourselves about, okay, just because I didn't get my reading done or my painting done doesn't mean I'm a horrible person. Life happens, and we just go with whatever happens to us. So here I am with life going on, and like I got little people around, and just like, how are we running off again? I really don't know what's going to happen after this weekend when the time changes, because I'll be running out before our meeting is even done next week because of, I pick up times and stuff. So it's like, I'll be signing off half an hour early. So I'll be watching the videos. And it's like I said, life happens and we have to look at it. Is it a good thing? Is it a choice? Is it, oh, I have to go pick him up. I don't get to finish watching. I don't get to finish participating. Whereas like, oh, I'm choosing to go pick him up because he's a joy that makes my world go round. And then I always know that I can pick up from where I left off with you ladies from the videos. So that's where it's like, okay, let's be kind. Let's be kind to ourselves first. So that's where I'm at.
Oh, so true, right? I mean, life is these moments. It's not about getting to any specific point. It is in the day-to-day moments. And when we make the most of those moments, regardless, like that's the filling up of beauty in our life. And so it's a balance between boundaries, self-bound, like having those boundaries that respect you and enjoying those moments, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just share a real quick story? Our son was 16 years old and we had a house painter come in and he was painting the interior of our home. And, after school, they get visiting with the people that are in the house. And he said, Ross, whatever made you become a painter? He said, actually, I was in university to be a history teacher, my second year, and then life happened. And then my son carried on his way and he says, and then I became a painter. So I asked fella the next day, I said, so what did you make reference to when you said life happened? My girlfriend got pregnant. And then we decided that, I needed to go and make an income so that we could support together. Right. And I went, wow, so many people that I grew up with say, yeah, shit happened. And it's like, that's a life that you're bringing into the world. And he called it life happened. And I went, what a different perspective, and it's like, it was a real eye opener for me. And our son, he to this day remembers what that man said to him. So that was his choice of words of how he made reference to, yeah, my history, my desire to become a history educator went away and I chose a vocation of painting. And it's like,
Wow.
because he had little people, like, and I thought, wow. So that's where, when I say, Lindsay, life happened when you were in the UK, and it's like, yeah, it happens, and it's not, if you look at it in a positive, it was like, to hear you talk about those adventures, that 2 week of adventures, it's like, that was just like, you were just glowing.
You are. Yeah. Oh, that's so beautiful, Kelly. Thank you for sharing that. That's so like life happened and they birthed a life together.
Right. And he didn't make it into a negative as like some people's, yeah, I got my girlfriend pregnant. It's like, no, like you created life. It's like, so I often will think of that when somebody says those things like, oh, shit happens, and it's like, no, shit doesn't happen. You choose what happens in your life.
So true. Awesome. Thank you, Kelly. Micah, how are you doing? Can you talk?
Yeah. I'm good. I'm, right where everybody else is at. I've been trying through this class to not move away from things coming in or, being like, oh, that's too much. Okay, never mind. Let's just go back to the way things were. So that's been a huge part of my process. And I would love to say, like, I'm feeling Kelly today. Like, she's just on fire. She's like our motivational
Yes.
mama. She's like, come on, guys, let's do this. Yes. On a good note, though, I did take a painting in. It was my first painting that's on display in the public. Had a lot of feelings about it. And so, yeah, I probably would not have done that if I weren't doing this course. So, thank you to everybody.
and it's a gorgeous painting and it's big. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, she's big. When I took her in, the owner of the store was like, "Oh, I see what you see when you said she's way more intense in person." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay, well, let's do this then."
Oh, cool. Oh, and you're making prints of her.
Yeah, the store owner had sent me a picture this morning. Somebody had purchased one yesterday and put it on their altar and sent her a picture of it. So I was like, "Oh."
So cool.
So
Congratulations.
And can you share that with us, what she looks like? Do you have anything?
No.
Oh, right. I remember her. Oh, awesome. Very cool.
That's very
So
shiny.
she-
Is that on a cup? No, it's paper.
No, it's just it's photo paper.
Okay.
It's the only paper I could find where I live that it was like a 5x7 type size, because 4x6 just seemed too small. But I can still, like, you can still use a paint pen to sign your name and stuff, or add whatever on the glossy paper. It doesn't mess with the texture of the photo or anything. So
Nice. Nice. Oh, well, good job. Yay. I'm glad. That's maybe there may be more demands for your paintings.
maybe.
Yeah, that's so fun. Well, this is perfect. This is why this energy comes through, is because it sounds like what we need in this month. So this month is a module of love and light and the healing grace of Archangel Raphael. So Archangel Raphael is very, very accessible, and I find that he, she, whatever you want to call her, him, comes through quite frequently for me, more so than any other angel. I'm always connected to Gabrielle, and I call in Archangel Michael, but I really feel Archangel Raphael comes through spontaneously as I need some healing, as I am open to that. So let's take a minute to do our meditation right now to connect with Archangel Raphael, so you can feel into what energy comes through for you. Yeah, let me just put some music up for us. 1 second here. I didn't do that before. Let me just hold on. Ooh, I wonder if there's a Raphael video. Let me just look.
Wherever your business needs to show up. One simple but brilliant trick to heat your home in 90 seconds and save thousands of dollars on your heating bill this winter.
Perfect. Okay. Volume for you guys. Good? Okay, perfect. All right. So I invite you to just close your eyes. Oh, take a look at that green energy first and then close your eyes. Look at that beautiful heart energy. It's pretty cute too in this one. All right. Closing your eyes and breathing in. Taking some long, deep breaths, slowing things down for yourself. Letting go of everything else that has happened so far this morning. Slowing down. Coming into your heart space. Breathing into your heart. Feeling into your heart. Maybe even putting your hand on your heart. I find that helps me bring my awareness right into my heart space. And settling into your regular breathing pattern now. And feeling yourself just being held in this light from your heart space. So allow that heart light to continue to grow and expand. We're opening up the gateway. Allowing that light to expand up and down through the core of your body, grounding you down into the arms of Mother Earth. So feel that light from your heart go all the way down into Mother Earth. Ooh, feeling her love anchor you in and just she pulls you into a warm hug. She wraps her warmth around you. She holds you to her heart. She reminds you you're not alone. Beautiful, warm, nurturing energy. And she's open to giving you whatever it is you need. So allow that to come up into your body, into your heart. Breathe it up. Feel it fill you up. And now see from your heart a beautiful pillar of light that goes up through the top of your head, all the way up to the heart of the universe. Imagine that glowing, pulsing, beautiful, crystalline light as it pours down into you, into your body with so much grace, and love. And as it flows down, it's coming through, cleansing through the core of your body, Breathe it into your heart. Let it cleanse away anything that may be blocking you from receiving this light. Let it dissolve the heaviness, the negativity, the heavy emotions. Let it flow down through the core of your body and notice which areas, which chakras feel like the light is not flowing through as easily, or can it flow straight through from above your head all the way down, lighting up your heart and flowing straight down through your abdomen, through your lower root chakra, and your earth star chakra, all the way down to Mother Earth. Can there be a pure light pillar of crystalline energy? And don't try to change anything, just notice. Notice if there's any areas that feel stuck or heavy, and just step back and allow the light to dissolve that energy. And now I want you to imagine that you are connecting, we are calling in Archangel Raphael from the highest realms to help us with this. From the highest and purest realms, Archangel comes through, swooping down, bringing his beautiful healing green light. And through this core of light, this green radiates out the core, all around you, through your body. And you find yourself standing in front of Archangel Raphael. And everything around you is sparkling with green light. Everything is filling you up with this green healing light. And he opens his arms, showing his willingness, his joy in being here for you. So take a minute just to feel that higher frequency that this archangel brings in. Perhaps you're in a special place. When I first encountered Archangel Raphael, I found him in a cave in the mountain. It was a healing cave. Just allow that light to move through you. Allow yourself to receive in whatever way is coming through to you. Allow this experience with Raphael to be unique for you. his healing light to sink into every cell, every fiber in your body, and also cleanse through your energy field. And ask him to bring your awareness to any part of your body that needs healing, to any part of your emotional field that needs healing, to any part of your mind that needs healing. And to any part of your spiritual bodies that need healing. And then open to receive more. Continue to open to new levels, new layers. When you think you have opened as far as you can, open more. And breathe that beautiful light energy through deep breaths, releasing as you breathe out, receiving as you breathe in, and releasing as you breathe out. We're going to start coming back soon. Know that this experience with this archangel is real. They are pure consciousness there for us, pure healing energy. So we are thanking him for being here. We're truly blessed to receive. And that any time you choose to call on Raphael, he will come. Breathing in that green light one more time, like fresh spring air. Letting it release any pressures. Begin to slowly bring yourself back to this space. Moving your body, wiggling around, and just taking a minute to gaze at that beautiful green heart light on the screen. And feel that radiating through to you. Ooh. This is the perfect time of year to bring in that lovely green light because we are actually observing nature dying around us. And sometimes that can be hard for people that struggle with the winter months and the lack of sunlight. So this is a really beautiful way of bringing that in for you.
Just a side note, I wasn't thinking about color today, but my candle is green.
Perfect. Well, and what I was thinking about too we as a collective have been going through so much in the last couple of years. And do you notice how many people love lime green now?
Mhm. Yeah.
Right? Like it's a natural attraction for us because we need the healing light because we're working our way through so much, right? And so this month is a beautiful month for continuing to bring that healing in for your energy, especially as we ramp up in these last couple months of the year. I can hardly believe we're in November already. And we all know how busy it gets through November and December. So it's a really beautiful way to remember that we need to call that in for ourselves. So I'll just read in the module in case you haven't seen it, the healing grace of Archangel Raphael. As we continue our journey of strengthening our connection with the other realms, dimensions, and worlds, we've been asked to pause and spend some time communing with Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael wants to remind us that it is our energy field that truly matters most, and he can teach us how to keep it clean and clear. As light workers and star seeds, it's easy to keep giving and guiding others, yet often as we try to live in awareness, we unconsciously neglect our own vibration. We may think that because we are meditating and channeling each day, we're okay. What we need to make space for is deep meditations, communing with the higher vibrations, and caring for our bodies as the temples they are. We may also need some time to heal relationships and situations, such as careers, jobs, or service in the world. This month, you're being given permission to take time to put yourself first. We need time for reflection, journaling, and healing just for us. And this time needs to be built into our schedule. This is the journey Archangel Raphael wants to lead us through. On this journey, you will develop your own connection and commune with this beautiful archangel. When Archangel Raphael came to me with this loving, balancing light, I thought he was here with messages just for me. But I've been given clear directions from him that he wants to work with all of us this month. Archangel Raphael comes in with a vibrant, fresh green light like new growth in the spring. And what a perfect time of year now to welcome this new energy into our own energy field as we move into the darkness, right? So the message, the channeling message, beloved ones, immerse yourselves in my healing light. Feel it bring you to the freshness of a newborn baby's energy. You're always regenerating new physical cell growth. Bring your awareness to this newness just as the spring growth begins around you. Cleanse out the old energy, the stagnant energy that you may be clinging to in your life. Allow my green light to wash through your entire life and know that you can create new at any moment. Open to the miracles that are within your reach. You have the power to allow this new growth to fill you up with fresh new ways of seeing your life. Allow it to seep into older cells so that they may be cleansed and renewed. Each morning, connect with me by visualizing my light washing through you. Then ask what you need. Your heart's yearnings allow the guidance to come through, and you will feel, hear, see, and know this guidance. Healing is here for you on all levels. Thank you, beautiful ones, for reaching out. Together, we will raise your vibration to new levels and bring through the spiritual gifts available to you now. Just reading that, I was thinking about how often I look in the mirror and go, you're looking old. Right? And not focusing on, what? Every moment we're creating new cells, new baby cells, fresh new cells, right? I need to look in the mirror and go, oh, there are those fresh new cells. I see them. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so how are you guys doing?
Second, that was beautiful. And I heard for some reason I'm being asked to tell you guys it. And he was talking about how he often has seasonal affective disorder. Oh,
sorry. There.
Let's see. Is that better?
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
There we are.
God, I hate that.
We can see you.
Is it working now or no?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So this man has suffered from seasonal affective disorder, and he decided one year that he was going to plant pumpkins to see what happened. So that first year he loved it. He planted a bunch of pumpkin seeds, and he guarded all of his seeds and planted in particular ways. And he had 150 some odd pumpkins at the end of that season. And he was super happy and donated them. And it was this great big bit of joy for him. So he decided to do it again. So he composted all of his pumpkins and he put them back in the ground, spread it all over his yard, without realizing that composting the pumpkins allowed all of the seeds to go everywhere. So he went from 150 pumpkins to millions of pumpkins. I have no idea how many, but they were taking over his yard. They were growing up and over fences and into the trees. And he was just laughing hysterically at himself and realized this problem will never now be erased. They're always going to be in my yard. But what his message was at the end of it was that the whole reason why he started planting pumpkins is that he knew he was setting intentions at the beginning of the darkness of winter with the hope that something beautiful would bloom once the sun came back out, so that he could latch, that was his lasso to the beauty of the future. And I was like, that is so beautiful. So beautiful. So, and the green light of Raphael reminded me of that one pumpkin that was reaching over the fence into his neighbor's tree. Just so cool. So that's my little contribution.
Oh, I love that. Lassoing onto the light. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, and that reminds me too, that one of my coaches and mentors says to cast your visions, like casting a fishing pole. Cast your visions, throw the net out, grab onto them, right? And yeah. Thanks, Jen. Awesome. I love you guys. You all have so many beautiful stories. All right. Just a quick run through the art journal activities. So if you choose, but in your daily meditations, invite Archangel Raphael in and feel his healing light flood through you. And perhaps paint a heart of green jewel tones. And there's a video in the Teachable where I did that. So you can paint. And it's interesting. I just finished I don't know if it's finished or not, but my healing harmonics painting, and there's a great big green heart in the center of it. I didn't connect that until now. Feathers, drawing feathers are a beautiful way to connect to angels and guides. And I did a Zentangle feather, but you could just spend the month drawing feathers, painting feathers, feeling into feathers for that connection. There's my sample in the Teachable. And actually I just saw one this morning that someone had painted in watercolor, and I commented on her post because it was just perfect. It was so beautiful. Intuitive painting, turn on your favorite meditative music and use the color green to paint and play. It doesn't have to end up to be anything, just play. And then if you so choose, you could the painted prayer on the number 4. What would be your prayer of healing to Archangel Raphael? What are you being called to heal in your life? Oh, look at the feathers.
I had
Ah,
to run and get them as soon as you said feathers, and I thought, oh, I did these in March. So
did you?
it's like, yeah, like they're that gold medal thing, raised leaf or something.
Oh,
So
so they're
I just
gold.
went as bronze color, yeah.
Oh, they're
But I
gorgeous.
thought, oh, you said feathers. Well, I just worked on feathers, so there must have been somebody coming around at in March. So
And it's amazing how so many of us love feathers. There's a lot of people that don't like birds, right? You know, people around you that, oh, I hate birds. I'm scared of them or whatever, but everybody loves feathers. Right. So true. Okay. So, writing your heart's request in a prayer form, it's powerful. You can create a beautiful background for this prayer or use your intuitive painting and write the prayer on top. Use paint pens or gel pens or whatever, right? And there is a prayer included in here for you. The mantra is at any moment, I am aligned with healing powers. My body is creating and renewing new cells right now, and I am a powerful healer. But the prayer is Kyle Gray's prayer to Archangel Raphael, which is a beautiful prayer. And you can print it off or write it out, say it out loud. Powerful, right? So powerful. All right.
I just have a little note on the healing. The other day I was at my daughter's. She was complaining of her shoulder being sore for some reason. So I just had my hands on her shoulder. We were sitting visiting with everyone, and I just said, that's okay. I'll just see what this does. And 2 minutes later, she's like, Mom, it's gone. I said, seriously, it's gone? She said, yeah, it's gone. It's fine. I don't feel anything now. So it was kind of funny because
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't even have to hardly focus. I just really just touched her and said, okay, let's get rid of this. It was gone. So it's so
Oh,
interesting how those sort of things can happen.
gorgeous. Love it. There was a time when I was giving my friend some therapeutic touch. She was going through a really messy divorce and having a difficult time. So I also was standing behind her at that point. We start by putting our hands on their shoulders. And it was the first time I felt the absolutely immense power of the universe. Like it was the realization that, holy man, if I let this through, it's going to crush me. Like we can't handle it all. There's so much there, so much more than we can handle. And just part of the reason why our guides and angels are there for us too, is to filter that through for us, right? But it was one of those, epiphany moments of like, holy man, if we knew how much was there for us, right? Healing energy. It's beautiful. All right. Any thoughts, questions, comments?
I have something to say. So it's kind of weird, but I lost my dog in April. He just died. Like I just came home from work and he was gone on the floor. Anyways, and I was really close to my dog. He was my little buddy. But for some reason, he was really small dog. For some reason lately, I've just been called it's like I want a dog, but I thought I didn't because I have little kids and I'm like, it's just one more thing. I don't need to do it. And then I just keep getting these pulls at it's like I need a dog. I need a dog. And then so in this meditation, I asked that Archangel Raphael, and he's like, yes, you do. Like, and then it's like all this healing energy and everything you're saying, maybe that will help me heal from my dog because I really do. I just miss him so much. And but you're always doubting, and you said don't doubt what's coming through, but I'm just like I still doubt it. I don't know why. Just the way
Well,
life is.
maybe there's a dog out there calling to you.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
I've already found it, but I'm just like, I think this is a bad idea, or is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? So anyway, maybe it is. It just keeps, I can't get it off my mind. Like it's tugging at me and
Well, there's a
so,
sign.
yeah, I guess so. I
Oh,
just feel like everyone, all my family are gonna think I'm friggin' nuts, but it's again, I'm the one that's gonna have to look after it, not them, you know?
exactly. Yes.
So
So you do it for you. Let all those other voices go. I know we did that same thing with Ellie. It's like, wasn't planning on it. And then all of a sudden somebody said, I have these puppies. Oh my God, I'm coming to see them.
yeah,
Right. You
totally.
know when the time is right. You do. And if it's on your mind all the time, it's definitely a big sign that you're almost ready or you are ready. How much fun is a puppy?
I
How much
know.
love is a puppy? Oh my goodness.
Totally. Totally.
How much less sleep will you get with a puppy?
Yeah,
Sorry,
exactly.
it
I'll
doesn't
be awake
last that
anyway.
long. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
doesn't
right.
last long. Well, good luck, Lane.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, you guys, tomorrow, tomorrow's the Mystic Biz Module 5, the wealthy woman. We're talking about wealth, abundance. Yes, I love it. So I will send this recording to you if you so choose to watch it again. You're welcome to. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your energy. I am so incredibly grateful for all of you. And have a beautiful day. Okay. Oh, Micah, did you want to say something?
Oh, I would just say if anybody is questioning doing one of Janice's soul retrieval, like definitely do it. It's mind blowing. Still trying to integrate things, but
What is that?
Janice's soul retrievals that she does.
The Wednesday night one?
No, it's like a one-on-one
Okay.
that she channels specifically for you, and the stuff that came through, I was like, wow, okay, that makes sense why I move towards and move away.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not
So.
something I advertise, but sometimes it comes to
Surprise!
people's awarenesses. But no, it's okay. It comes to people's awarenesses at the right time. And yeah, so it is a really deep dive into. Yeah. Anyways, I can send you the link. There. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Micah.
Love you guys.
Yeah. Love
See
you
you
Bye.
too.
guys. Have a good day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.